Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I am your host, Tina.
I'm your co-host, Vanessa.
She's back.
Yay.
Finally. It's been like a month
I'm
or something.
sorry.
That's okay, but we are very glad to have you back.
Yes.
I know everybody is tired of just hearing me.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah. So that's great. Glad to be back on our normal
Yes.
schedule now. Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend.
Me too. Went too fast, though.
Kind of relaxing weekend. Hung out with my family
Yeah.
and then hung out with my friend and her kids. So,
Oh, that's nice.
I love kids.
I saw an opera today.
Ooh,
And, it was
aren't you the
okay.
fancy one?
Yeah, high society here. Not really. It was a little boring, but it was different. You know,
Which
it was fun.
opera?
The Magic Flute.
Oh,
But anyway, back to the relevant stuff here. So movies. There's been a lot of movies out, and
Yeah.
we have seen a lot of movies. But since there's only one that we actually, from somebody's queue, because I watched movies, but I don't remember what was in my queue.
yeah.
But we know you have one. So
Yes.
what did you watch?
I watched several weeks ago. I posted about it, but I watched Steel Magnolias.
I love the movie. So, what did you think?
I enjoyed the movie. You know, I thought it was good. I cried at it and everything, but it's not
Oh,
a
you did
movie.
cry?
Yeah. I definitely cried. But it's not a movie I'm not going to ever want to see again, I don't think. Like,
Really?
I didn't really enjoy it that much. Well, okay, before everyone goes crazy.
Oh, wait, here, hold on.
What? Oh,
We're gonna do
spoilers.
spoilers, yeah.
Spoiler alerts in case you haven't seen this movie that was done in like 82 or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it was like 89.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's a
okay.
while.
Yeah, in the 80s, yeah.
But anyway, spoilers going forward.
Well, okay, so first of all, I didn't know anything about this movie. I had no
Right.
idea what it was about. I just saw the cover, so I knew there was a bunch of actresses in there that were well known.
chick
So
flick,
yeah,
yeah.
and then, I heard it was, and I had an idea that it was probably sad. Like I heard that somewhere, so that's
Okay.
what I thought going in. But the main thing is that when she first gets the diabetes thing, like her blood sugar, like the attack or something
goes
like that.
too low, yeah.
Shelby, there we go. When she first has it happen, I thought it was like a panic attack. Like I thought she
Oh.
was nervous about her wedding. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, this is gonna be about how she still gets married, but she made a mistake, and it's gonna be about her and like her bad marriage, and she made a mistake. That's where I was headed, and then it totally
okay.
changed, and like, oh, I want to have a baby or whatever, and then they had the side story with Annelle being hired as the beauty, the hairstylist or whatever, and she talked about how her ex-husband or her husband had committed a crime and stuff. Like, oh, okay, so he's going to come back and cause problems. You know?
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm like imagining all this stuff that can happen, and nothing came out of that.
Uh-huh.
So the main thing, the main issue I have with this, I was kind of bored through the movie because
Oh,
they,
really?
it was predictable. Some of the stuff, like I'm going to have a baby, and then like they jumped ahead like 3 years, and the baby's fine. I'm like, okay, so.
Yeah, but
I
she's all
thought that
jacked
maybe
up, though.
I thought that she would die giving birth to the baby or something, but no. I'm
Oh,
like, okay,
yeah.
so all this happy. So I'm like, okay, something's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden that happened. I'm like, oh, well, that.
Well,
sucks.
the doctors told her not to have a baby
Yeah.
because it was going to crap out all her organs and stuff,
Yeah.
which it did. So,
Well, I think it's just up to that point, like up to her saying that she was pregnant and stuff. That's where I was just kind of like, what is going on with this movie? Is it going to take off? I didn't know what was going. Is it just about a wedding where everyone's wearing fluffy pink dresses?
well, yeah, the 80s in the
You know?
South. So,
And then like that guy that Annelle ends up like marrying and stuff, he was just creepy looking, so that just annoyed
you know
me.
who that is, right?
Who?
That is Benny from the first Mummy movie. The real skinny guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's him.
Huh? So he lost weight or something? 'Cause
Yeah.
wasn't he
Because he's like
I'd rather
almost
eat dirt.
Yeah. He's a little pudgy in that movie, but yeah, that's definitely the same actor.
So,
He's been in some other stuff too. I can't
I
think
mean,
what it
I
is.
will give the movie props that
Right.
it was funny.
Mhm.
It really made me laugh.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I just feel that it was had the weird time jumps, and it was predictable, and it was just awful that she ended up dying. And then, but
Yeah,
like
the ending
Sally
was sad.
Field was awesome when she broke down, like at the
Yeah.
funeral.
Yeah.
Like you thought that she was fine and stuff, and I was just like, and my daughter can't.
Yeah, that's the sad part. I love Shirley MacLaine in this movie.
Yeah.
With her
Well, I mean-
ugly dog.
Oh, Weezer, or whatever.
yeah.
I thought for the longest time, I thought they were saying Louisa, and that was their accent.
Oh,
like saying
uh-huh.
Louisa, I just thought this was, but no,
Yeah.
it's Weezer. I'm like,
Yeah, and it's
haven't even-
spelled real weird
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I don't know. But and I thought it ended a little weird. Like it just ended on like
What?
it
what's
ended
her
with
name?
like
Pregnant,
Annelle,
right?
yeah, going
Yeah.
into labor or something. Because I was
Well,
like,
it ended
what's-
on a happy note.
It did, yeah. I just thought it was weird and like, oh, okay, we're going to hospital. And like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
it was a little quick for me.
Well, I think they pretty much like it's these 4 or 5 women's lives basically, and it's them like throughout the seasons and over a couple of years, and because you see all the different holidays too. There's like Halloween, there's Christmas, and something else. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really want to tell you too much about the movie beforehand because I didn't want that to like taint your whatever you were thinking it was going to be. But yeah, I guess I could see if you were thinking it's going to go one way and then it doesn't. It's kind of like off-putting, not like disappointing, but more off-putting because you're just like, okay, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Maybe that's why I was feeling a little bored, because I was expecting some more action and stuff to happen, like with the ex-husband and stuff.
Yeah, it's more of a and again, like, I don't know if I just saw this movie like last week or something, I might have a different opinion about it, but I've seen it a couple times over the years, so I really like it. I mean, there's definitely sad parts in it, but it's, I don't know, I just think of it more as like a funny, oh, I love that movie kind of thing. So but that's cool. I'm trying to think if there's you saw the ugly armadillo cake.
Yeah.
With the blood red inside. That was gross looking, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, so okay, cool. Interesting opinion.
Yeah, I can't say that I loved it, I mean, I think it was a good movie, you know. I for some reason, it's one of those movies that I just like, I'm not crazy about it. Which normally I would be about a kind of movie like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Somewhere in Time or something. It's kind of a slow moving movie, but I didn't cry though, so it still made me cry. So
I would have been surprised if you didn't cry watching that.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see. What did I see? I rented Bad Grandpa.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay. Now, did you like Jackass when it was on?
Yeah, I remember seeing like all 3 movies, and I remember thinking when they coming out of the Bad Grandpa movie, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work, because it was funny as a bit within the Jackass movies, but I wasn't sure about it as a movie.
And yeah, because I rented this. I didn't go to the movies to see it. But that's the one thing I was wondering, because I'm like, is this just going to be a bunch of random skits and they're all just like an old guy? But there is actually a story. It's not like a super detailed story, but there is a storyline. He's basically taking his grandson to the kid's father so he can go live with his father, and it's their road trip, basically, a week or something. But yeah, I mean, if you like Jackass, you'll like this movie. I didn't love it, but like for Redbox, it was fine. Like, I laughed quite a few times, and the kid in the movie was actually really convincing. I thought that he was going to be really annoying, because you know how kids are in movies like this, but in vulgar type movies. But he was actually really good. I enjoyed the kid. It's funny. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, was it the same idea, like a candid camera thing, like they were interacting with the public, or it was actual movie? Like...
Yeah, it was kind of like a candid camera kind of thing. I think like some of it may have been staged, but for the most part, I think it wasn't. Like, people didn't know what exactly was going on. But there's some parts where I figure like people would have to know, or at least some people would have to know, just because it's like so ridiculous. But this movie is now Oscar nominated, because it's up for, I think, best makeup.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I forget. I was going to look at what the other nominees were, and I can't remember what they are now. So, sorry. But, yeah, it's nominated for best makeup. But, yeah, now you can say Oscar-nominated Bad Grandpa. Sounds kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was funny. It's not something you have to see, and I didn't, like, laugh till I cried or anything like that. But it was okay. For $1, it was fine.
All right.
I do enjoy Redbox, because you know how our usual thing is, I'm glad I didn't pay money for it.
It always sounds so cheap, like, I'm glad I didn't go to the theater. Oh my God, $8.
Hey, look, guys, we both of us work 2 jobs, and like, we don't have any money. Yeah, we got student loans.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So yeah, we don't have a lot of money. But yeah, that's my opinion on this movie. Not hilarious, but pretty funny.
That made me think when he said like, "Oh, it's only $1." Made me think of that. Was it Geico? Like, I got you $1. She's trying to grab it. Like, that made me. I'm like, give me that $1.
Yeah, I could buy a lot with $1. So yeah, I wanted to make just one quick mention. I went to the movies the other day, and I saw a poster for Captain America, and I did not realize, maybe because I haven't seen any of the trailers, but that movie is coming out in April. I didn't realize it was coming out that soon. I thought it was, May is usually like the kickoff for the summer movies.
Yeah, it's like a month and a half, right? Something like that.
Yeah. So, that's coming out pretty soon.
All right.
Still haven't seen any trailers for it, but I'm psyched. And, speaking of trailers, the Super Bowl was that last weekend?
No.
The weekend before?
February 2nd.
Yeah.
So, yes,
it
was last weekend.
What? Jeez.
Like, we don't care.
Time flies. But did you see the Transformers teaser?
No, actually, I didn't.
What?
I don't know. Like, it's another Transformer because I saw the first Transformers and I like that, but like the second, isn't there like a second and third one?
There is, and I agree. I love the first one. I hated the second movie, and the third one was okay, but no, I no.
That's why I wasn't really interested in seeing a trailer because I'm not into that series.
Right. Well, now see, sorry, but I don't remember if Michael Bay is actually... No, he is working on this one, I think. But it's like a different story because like Shia, whatever his face, and Tyrese and Megan Fox, none of those characters are going to be in it. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I'll definitely see it,
folks. As soon as this podcast ends, I'm going to bring it up on the computer, and Vanessa's going to watch it because, oh my god! And it's a teaser trailer, so it doesn't give away too much. But it looks good. I'm really excited for it.
I remember reading something. Someone had posted saying like, like a machine riding a machine motorcycle or a machine dragon or something like that, like a machine riding another machine.
Well, yeah, there's I don't really know, so sorry if I say something wrong here, but there's another, like, I guess race or whatever you call it of Transformers called Dinobots. Mm-hmm. So they're Transformers, but they like transform into like dinosaur looking.
They sound
things.
cute, Dinobot.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first, because like my friends told me about them before this trailer even came out, and I was like, Dinobots. That sounds dumb, but the effects look really good.
Oh, you know what it's making me think of? That's why I'm thinking, it's so cute, is because I used to work at a baby store, and they had a thing called Dino Bites, which were sandwich cutters in the shape of dinosaurs.
Oh, okay,
they cut off the crust,
yeah.
and they're called Dino Bites, and you would put
that's
on there.
Cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, folks, you may not have realized it, but we had a little quick bathroom break. That was my fault. Sorry. But in that short amount of time, Vanessa was able to pull up the trailer for Transformers and watch it. So, what did you think?
Well, it definitely is a teaser because I had to watch it a second time. Like, what is it about? It just said, like, prepare for extinction is what they put on there.
Right, yeah. The title is something like The Age of Extinction or something with extinction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen it once. I'd like to watch it again, actually. Mm-hmm. So,
they had this one shot of what's the guy's name? The blue eyes of the
Optimus
the main
Prime.
Yeah, Optimus Prime, like getting up. He's like, you can hear him like the voice like, like making a noise. Something. I was like, oh yeah, Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And they didn't show Bumblebee. I don't know if they.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna like which Transformers. I don't know which ones are gonna be in it. I only know the ones from the movie, so.
Yeah. But I must say, I apologize for thinking the Dinobots sounded cute because they did not look cute.
Right,
they looked scary, so.
Well, I apologize for thinking that they sounded cheesy because they look very awesome in the trailer. I'm pretty excited for that movie. That'll be out sometime this summer, I think.
It still reminds me, though, of, or maybe it reminds me of Transformers, but still reminds me of, Charlie Hunnam,
Pacific Rim,
yeah, especially with like the Dinobots and stuff, like because they had the same. God, I can't think of the stupid. Not Triceratops. The flying dinosaur, or whatever it's called.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. They had that in the Pacific Rim as well, and then they showed a pterodactyl in this trailer.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is just
big robots.
Confusing me here.
I can't take all these robotic things going on.
So I mean, it was interesting, and I love Mark Wahlberg. So
yeah, me too.
I'll see it just for that. So
exactly. I while you were talking a minute ago, something popped into my head, and I totally forgot what it was. I hate when that happens.
Sorry. Light bulb.
Yeah, exactly. And then just like that, it got knocked out. So whatever. Transformers looks good. Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. A couple weeks ago for my birthday, which was like a month ago, I went to Universal and I got to go on the Transformers ride there. And it's a lot of fun. It's set up exactly the same way that the Spider-Man ride is in Alan's Adventure. Have you been on that one?
Yeah, the 3D
with the 3D
ride?
yeah, but you you go through the rooms in the little car. Same exact setup, but it's fun. I really enjoyed it. It's like watching the movie, but you're there. And they actually, at certain times of day, they have Megatron, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee come out, and you can stand in front of them and get your picture taken with them. Obviously, they're not to scale, but they still look cool. I mean, it's it's a guy in a suit with some stilts on and stuff, so it's fun. If you go there, I would recommend it. A lot of fun. Anyway, moving on now. Where are we? I guess. Well, good.
I was gonna say I had my Tom Hiddleston moment.
What's going on in the world of Tom Hiddleston?
Today is actually his birthday.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday from all of us to you. I believe he turned 33.
Oh,
today.
33. Yeah. Well, that's
happy
awesome.
birthday, Tom.
So you'll have to post a picture or something. That's an excuse to post lots of pictures of him on Facebook. Then,
like, happy birthday, my love.
I made you a cake.
And I ate it alone by myself.
But your movie was on in the background.
I just imagine putting a picture of him on a chair and a slice of cake in front of him. And
guys, if she does that, I'll let you know as I'm driving her to the mental place.
Not that psycho.
Well, yes. Happy birthday, sir. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Again, we didn't really go to the movies lately, so there hasn't really been much out. But one movie we both did see that we rented is Don John. And I was pretty interested in seeing this movie. I liked all the lead cast a lot. And it was JGL's directorial debut. So that was another reason why I was interested in seeing it. Because I like him. I think he's turned into a pretty good actor. So, that being said, what did you think?
I liked it. It was funny because I was trying to convince my sister to rent it, because I said, let's go rent this Don John. It has so-and-so in it. And she's like, who is he? I'm like, he was, the kid with the dark hair on 10 Things I Hate About You that liked the cute sister. She's like, oh, okay, got it. I'm like, but he's definitely, grown, since then and everything. Yeah. But, at first I was like, man, this repetition, he just likes to watch porn. But I tell you what, I totally agreed with the idea, the comparison between men watch porn and then women's version of their porn is their romantic comedy.
Yeah, and it's they're not the same, but it distorts your view a little bit. And I really have that written down. Yeah, that I do. That was a good comparison, I think.
How funny was how they had Channing Tatum and Anne Hathaway on the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was cracking up Channing Tatum, he's always the romantic lead.
I actually would picture Channing Tatum as the lead in this. Not taking anything away from what's his face, but this seems like something that would be right in Channing Tatum's wheelhouse or
it'd
whatever
be a
you
nice
say.
switch, instead of playing the romantic comedy to play, and he has the body and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Didn't he look funny, all built and muscly? I've never seen it because he's always just average looking. I mean, I think he's attractive, but he's always average build.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Kind of the build I usually go for is kind of the average build.
Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of funny. I love that Tony Danza played his father.
Yes.
Because they were in Angels in the Outfield together, and that was back in 92 or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that movie. He is in that movie. I mean, the kid. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, quite a few years ago.
Yeah, wow.
But that's cute. And I haven't seen Tony Danza in anything in a really long time, so that was cool.
When he came in with Scarlett Johansson and the dad's like, what? And he was like, damn. Or he did something. He's like, oh, hello.
I know. Yeah.
It's good job, son. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jeez. And then Brie Larson, the girl who played his sister, I wonder how much she got paid for this movie. I mean, I know it probably wasn't a lot because it's an indie and stuff, but she had 2 lines, I think?
Well,
I like her and
she
stuff.
had a lot of looks, so she would just be looking
but it was just funny because she that's no work at all.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I remember thinking that Oh, I was so mad at Scarlett Johansson because at first I was like on her side, like, yeah, you know, the guy catching porn and stuff. But then, especially when he met with her to apologize again, and she's like, "You're always gonna be this way," blah blah blah. Like, and she was trying to change him to be, you know.
Well, yeah, you mean like at the coffee shop or whatever?
Yeah,
yeah. That I liked how they did that also because like she was expecting him, as was the audience a little bit, expecting him to be like groveling and like, I'll never do it again, I love you, blah, 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 blah. And he didn't do that. And so she's used to, because she's so drop dead gorgeous and stuff, she's used to having that kind of reaction, and then she didn't get it. So I do think she flipped out a little too much the first time she caught the porn, him watching porn. Like, it's a bit ridiculous, I think. Now, like the second time, which you shouldn't snoop somebody's computer.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was waiting for him to say that, like, you looked through my history.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But if for some reason I found out that it was like 50 times or 50 different, I would have been like, hey, maybe we should talk about this just because it's all in one day. Yeah. But yeah, just one time. I mean, I thought that was a little ridiculous.
Give the guy a break. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I do agree. Like, I do believe that all guys will watch porn at some point. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, I mean,
like, whatever. He's with you, you know, especially when he's like, we have sex like 12 times a week or whatever.
I love when he said the thing about their romantic comedies, and she said, they give out awards for those movies. And you're like, they give out awards for porn too. And she's like, oh, you're so full of shit. That was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, her reaction was a little extreme. Yeah, I mean, I like this movie. I didn't love it. I think it's a good first movie for him. I think he'll do great, you know, as he gets more experience and stuff. There were like a few little things I would have tweaked, like the repetition. I get it, but I think it was just a little too much in certain ways, you know. And then I also feel like the ending was a little abrupt.
Yeah.
I like the ending, but it just felt like kind of abrupt. But yeah, I mean, I did like the movie and stuff. And yeah, like you said, the relating the porn and the romantic comedies, you know, how it distorts people's views. That is true.
I liked his narration too, like especially at the very end when he says, like, you know, when I look into her eyes, you know, then I can escape. You know, it's like, oh, it ended up being kind of like romantic.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I really like Julianne Moore in this movie.
I love Julianne Moore.
I do too.
I think she's gorgeous too.
Yeah, she's got that gorgeous hair and everything. Yeah. And I mean, Scarlett Johansson, we all know she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
there's no point in even saying it.
Might I just say that whole hallway scene where and then like she's like rubbing up and I'm like, I think you should take a class.
I know, you can see it starting, you know.
I was like, she's using like herself and her sexuality to make him do what she wants him to do.
Exactly.
Oh, and then how angry, like, she was like, no, you did not clean up your own house. I'm like, seriously? I would love a guy that it takes pride in his place.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that right there was the turning point where you're like, oh, she's not, she's
not the dream girl after all.
Exactly, yeah, and you can see the realization on his face and stuff. So that was pretty interesting.
But yeah, I did like it.
Yeah, I liked it. You know,
what?
I'm from New Jersey, so putting that out there right now. Born and bred, all that crap. There is only a small portion of New Jersey that sounds like this. Like every single movie you ever watch that has people from New Jersey in it, they always got that freaking accent. And I love the accent. It's cute. It's fine. I don't have anything against that accent. But that is just this small portion of North Jersey that's right by New York. The rest of us sound like me.
So, can you do a Jersey accent?
I mean, like if I was playing around, like, need something to read here. Yeah, Don John was a good movie. I liked it a lot, but I mean, just that accent that really gets on my nerves a lot. Like, you know, I can't stand it. But yeah,
bravo.
Thank you. Yes, but no, just saying, I don't hate the accent or anything like that, but they always use that accent when you have New Jersey people in a movie, and that's not it. It's not the majority.
See, that annoys you, and then what annoyed me was actually the whole Catholic Church thing. You know, with the whole the priest, the confession, whatever, and like okay, like okay, I'm sure that does happen. You know, priests are like they're tired with their life or something, but that's not every single Catholic church.
Yeah, he was not putting his all into that.
Yeah, yeah. I like especially when he's like, oh, I only did this much masturbation, or whatever, this week, and he's like, oh, 5 Hail Marys, 5. He's like, gosh, thank you, Father.
There was some point where he was like, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, exactly. That priest wasn't into his job anymore.
Yeah.
I'll say.
So I'm like, well, it's a movie.
Yeah. And then on the other side, being from New Jersey, the parts with him driving and his road rage. Oh my God. I like laughed my ass off when I first watched this because I was like, yeah, that's how like my whole family drives and that's how my boyfriend drives and we're all from New Jersey. So
just like yelling and just,
Well, yeah, I mean, I do that. Like if somebody cuts me off or something, I get real mad real fast and I curse them out and then I'm done. It's fine.
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah. That's right.
But yeah, it's just funny because they hit the nail right on the head with that part.
But you're a good driver. Like when I'm with you, you're very careful and stuff. So, but you I guess it's more of a temper thing then.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I guess that's an attitude outlook thing. I don't know. And not saying that other people don't get mad. Yeah. But it was just funny though because he did it perfectly. But yeah, it was a cute movie. I liked it. Yeah. I enjoyed it. It's everything that I thought it was going to be. This movie, I actually tried 3 different times to go see this in the theater because I kept having screenings for it. And I kept trying to go with my sister because, we're both from New Jersey. Yeah. We both like him and all that crap. And it just didn't work out. Every time we tried to go, something happened and we couldn't make it. So we finally watched it. So, yeah.
Oh, so you watched it with your sister and I watched it with my sister.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we enjoyed it very much. Now, let's see. Moving into TV. Walking Dead starts back up again tonight. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm getting a little impatient, I gotta say. I mean, like, I'm glad that it's coming back on, but I'm not going to be glued to my TV. Like we were talking about before, I'm not even going to watch it tonight. I'll watch it tomorrow or something. Because commercials.
I wanted to say that I asked my friend Jessica, because she said, "Oh, do you watch Walking?" I was like, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Are you going to watch it tonight?" I was like, "No, I'm going to wait till tomorrow." And I said, I'm excited for something to happen because the 2 episodes with the governor were really boring. And she's like, "Oh, you think so too?" She's like, "John thinks they were interesting episodes, that they were in depth." She's like, "I told him they were the most boring episodes ever."
Yeah, I totally agree.
I was like, well, thank God, yeah, because I thought they were boring. So she said, "Yeah, I hope they pick up with something."
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of filler, so that gets on my nerves. But yeah, that starts back up, and I forgot what I was going to... Oh, I've been watching The Office on Netflix. There's like 5 million episodes. I think I'm like halfway through the series. And it's very funny, for sure. But yesterday or the day before, I was watching a couple episodes. And Idris Elba was on there. And I didn't realize that. So he comes in. He's got
bonus.
Like a couple episodes he's in. And it's funny because... some of the women in the office obviously are smitten with him, so they keep like running to his, "Oh, do you need anything from me?" Like, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And one of them is Mindy Kaling. She remember the Mindy Project, the show that I watched? Yeah, she's on there, and she's one of the ones that's like obsessed with him. So pretty funny.
That makes me think of the episode of Mindy Project that I watched that had James Franco on it, and she was like, "Oh," she was all like all fluttered too, and they had him in slow motion, like smiling and walking.
Yeah, little birds chirping in the background and stuff. But yeah, it's a very funny show, but that was a nice added bonus for me. But yeah, I'm not really watching too much. Scandal is off the air for a while. Archer started back up. Have you ever watched Archer?
Nope.
It's a funny show. It's an acquired taste, though. It's animated. But I find that very funny, and that's back on now. But yeah, not a whole lot else, I don't think. A lot of stuff's still on a break. Which is annoying. It's like they just had a Christmas break,
Yeah, they came back with, I think, Sleepy Hollow and Almost Human, but I just haven't definitely lost interest in Sleepy Hollow altogether. I mean, I was trying, I don't know, I just got kind of bored with it. Like, this whole idea. But Almost Human is good. I just had to, oh, you should watch an episode. And once I start the episode, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good episode, you know?
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm not like glued to the TV waiting to watch it.
Yeah, I know exactly. Because that's what happened with me with both shows. They're great shows, and I find them entertaining, but... yeah. So what do you got going on the TV front?
I almost said Game of Thrones. Like, well, that's coming soon though too. That's beginning of April.
Yeah, exactly.
But Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
I finished up season 2, and I'm 1 episode into season 3.
Everybody I know that's watching the show, which it's you and 2 other people. They're all in season 3, and everybody's like, "Oh, this season, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Look, just it's fine, okay? This is the weakest season, but it's not horrible. But just so forewarning you."
I think you said you'd really like season 4. what you said? I'm trying to remember.
Season 4, I was really stressed out watching it. So, I mean, I guess I really like it then. And the finale of season 3 is really good, in my opinion. But, yeah, I don't know. I would have to sit and think for a while to come up with my favorite season of that show. Because there are certain things that I get mixed up. But anyway... What did you think of season 2, the finale and stuff?
Oh, it definitely was a nail biter because I was like, oh my God, what's out here and stuff. And then, I was like, I think I was about to text you saying like, if this Irish guy kills that baby, I'm not watching any more seasons. Like the show is done. And luckily they didn't because they didn't take it that far. But I was like, oh God, I was just like nervous. But
he actually took the kid away.
Yeah, that was just like, are you kidding me? You know, they're like son for son, you know, and now like, is this whole season going to be them trying to find Caleb? What's his name?
Abel.
Yeah, I don't know. I was close.
Abel. It is a good portion of the season. I don't want to give you too many details, obviously, but
and then like I thought that Agent Stahl was like turning out to be a better character, but then she totally switches around again and frames Gemma for the thing. I'm like, what a bitch, man! After all that she did to Sons of Anarchy, like you know, like really. I mean, but I guess it's her, you know, life versus Gemma's life, you know, because she'd go to prison and stuff. So, but that's still messed up.
Yeah, that character. Whoo, man, I can't stand her. She's horrible. And then the prospect.
Like, no, I love that guy.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah, that was very sad. I hate it on TV shows or in movies when people are rushing around and they come inside and they don't close the door. Whenever they don't close the door, it's like somebody's gonna run in and kill somebody now or something.
That's annoying.
I don't. Yeah, that's really because in real life, who does that? Nobody does.
Nobody.
But that's a pet peeve of mine. That's a running thing in movies and in TV.
I am wondering though if what's his name, the cigar guy, whatever. Since he got away, you know, if he's going to show up in later.
That was going to be my my next question. What do you think about him not getting killed?
I think it's a good way to bring him back because he was kind of a good bad guy in a way because he was causing all these problems, but he wasn't directly doing it. It was all his minions doing it.
Right, he was smart. Yeah, he's very manipulative.
So like, okay, you know, I could see him coming back, you know, and he seemed hurt about his daughter being killed, so he'll get his vengeance and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Henry Rollins got killed though in the. Didn't he get killed in like the bathroom stall or something?
Oh yeah, that was that was pretty hardcore.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happens.
Don't let my
when you're
kids see, yeah. Oh yeah, he had it coming definitely. He was racist and he raped Gemma. I mean, they all raped Gemma and everything, but yeah. It was an intense episode, and then I watched the first episode of the next season, and I'm just like, oh man, that's why I'm like, I really hope they don't draw this whole kidnapping thing, and there's just the whole season is going to be them searching for Abel. You got the name right this time. And then poor Gemma. Actually, I cracked up laughing because she was trying to sneak out and like steal this car to go comfort Jax, and the guy's like, "You stealing my car, bitch!" And she like stabbed him like in his area there.
Yeah. Like whoa,
yeah.
Damn it! Why am I like forgetting shit? Oh, the guy, the cigar guy, Zobel. His name is Adam Arkin. No, wait, is it Alan Arkin or Adam Arkin? I think he's Adam Arkin.
Yeah,
Alan Arkin's his father. He directs a lot of episodes of Sons.
Oh, really?
So he's still like involved with the show. So I don't know. His character may come back at some point, but as of right now, we don't know.
Yeah.
Or at least as of season 3, we don't know.
Yeah. And I'm trying to forget like some of the stuff that I do know that happens at some point. No, I don't know if it happened in the most recent season, you know, which, you know, I'll let you guys know. I got a magazine. I'm not going to name the magazine. But it had spoiler alert on the page, but it was on the bottom left. And then on the middle center, it said like it had a list of people who got killed off. I'm like, okay, it's a spoiler alert on the bottom left, and it has the spoiler at the middle top. Like that's where at least that's where I look.
Yeah.
I turn the page. So I just happen to see a certain 2 characters that happen to be killed off. Now, I don't know how. I don't know who did it. I don't know the circumstances. So that is still up in the open. I don't know what happens at all.
Yeah.
So that'll still be, but I know at one point, like, okay, is this going to be the time? Is this going to be the time?
Yeah.
So
that really grinds my gears.
I was upset about that too. I remember, did I text you or something? Like, oh my God, you read this magazine. Like, I'm never reading it again.
And you know what's bad too is that, they'll have a picture, like a screen cap of the episode, and underneath that'll say "shocking death finale," and it's like, well, I didn't even read it, but you got a picture of one character and it says "shocking death." Like I can't unsee a picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same problem that I have with trailers. It's like I can't unsee that, and it's once you see it, the damage is done. I mean, you don't you said you don't know the details and stuff, but still, come on.
Yeah, like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
So yeah, I mean that is gonna mess up stuff for you, but like you said, you don't know when and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. But yeah, God, I love that show so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going with it though. I'm watching it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, just as you know, like going in, season 3 is considered the weakest season.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Like, can I just skip ahead to the fourth season?
If it wasn't so, heavy in itself, I would say yeah, but
there's some stuff I need to know.
I personally wouldn't. Not for a show like this. If it was something like Sleepy Hollow, where there's like a monster a week or something, maybe, but not with this show.
Well, with Sleepy Hollow, they also, I guess they do it with Sons of Anarchy too, but they summarize what happened in like the last, rewatch it, they summarize everything. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm all caught up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead.
Caught up. Sorry.
We have Usher in the house. Yeah, but anyway, so good. You're still going with Sons. Anything else on the TV front?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I mean, my sister wants me to watch Orange Is the New Black, which I haven't gotten around to it yet, but
I like that. Yeah. It did take me a little while to get into it. It took me like 3 or 4 episodes to get into it. But it's good. It's interesting. Yeah. I would really like to know when the second season is going to come out, though. Yeah. And I've heard House of Cards is very good. And that the second season is coming out very soon, I think. So I want to check that out soon. I don't know when, though. But
yeah. Looking forward to Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, really, are my 2 main shows right now.
Yeah. And then when Game of Thrones ends, True Blood, the final season of True Blood will start. Yeah. So I wonder how that'll go. I have no idea.
No idea.
But we got a while, so we're okay now with our TV shows.
Summer shows.
Yeah. What about, are you reading anything right now?
Oh, I did start. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode so long ago. I don't know. I started reading. Oh no, I posted on Facebook, and everyone gave a lot of suggestions, which I'm really thankful for. But I went with actually your brother's suggestion to go with the Sword of Truth series.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I started that first book, and I'm like 4th of the way through there, and it's interesting. I just found. I mean, spoilers, but I just found out that she's the comforter? No, what is she? The confessor. There we go. I got to see. And then like he's going to be the person that has to like save everybody or whatever. And I know like.
Oh, did they say
the seeker? He's a seeker.
Yeah.
And then his friend turns out to be the wizard that she needs to convince.
Zed.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a first wizard.
Like, oh, it's a small world. So it's interesting. I'm going along with it. So
there's like 10 books or something in that series. And I did read them all. And I did enjoy the series, but there were some points I actually stopped and had to reread the whole first 6 books. Because there's one book that throws you a major curveball and you're just like, where the hell is this going?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's kind of like the Sookie Stackhouse books. Like the first 3 are really good, and then they have 4, 5, and 6. You're just like, they're interesting, but they're not that great. And then it had been a while, and then I was like, oh, great, we got 7, 8, and 9 or whatever out. So I had to read everything because I'd forgotten what had happened.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that happen in those books that don't happen in the series on the TV. Yeah. So on the television,
on the television set. And they actually did have a Sword of Truth. I think it was called Legend of the Seeker series. It was on the CW or something. I watched half an episode and I was like, nope, because that's a very R-rated book series, and it's like, no, this isn't gonna work. Right? You're watering down everything.
I haven't seen any read any R-rated stuff yet.
Oh, you'll get there for sure.
Okay. I mean, other than the guys falling off the cliff, from the rumbling of the whatever when they were trying to attack her at the very beginning.
Oh yeah,
they fell off the cliff or something.
I think the first book is my favorite out of that series, but yes, it's very bloody and there's a lot of sex in it. So just FYI.
I did not get that feeling from it so far.
No,
I know that he likes her and stuff, but I didn't realize that that's the direction it's going to have.
Well, I mean, that's not like the main focus, but there it is in there. Mm-hmm. So it's not something I would recommend like a preteen or something to read.
And then the one more thing, the geek that I am, I think I mentioned this last time, but my next book in the J.R. Ward series, the Black Dagger Brotherhood, it's called The King. I'm not sure if it's the last book, but it's like a major, like, because everything has been building all these last books is about like the king's throne trying to be usurped by this band of, they call them the band of bastards, basically. But anyway, that book's coming out at the beginning of April, actually. Okay. And I saw online, because I like her Facebook page. She actually was doing a book signing where you pre-order the book, but she'll send you an autographed copy of it, and you put down your name, and she'll be like, "Oh, Vanessa, blah blah blah." So I'm like, so I pay a little more money, but I'm like, I'm so excited.
No, that's cool though. And what number is that in the series?
Oh, geez, it's probably like book 9 or 10. I'd have to go through them. I'm like, okay,
27.
No, definitely not that far. It's just, there's a lot of them, but I recently reread them all too, because I just and I read them out of order too. It's funny. Like, I started with my favorite one, and I was like, I like that one. Oh, okay, now the first one.
Well, I guess because you're so well versed in the series, so that makes sense.
Doesn't confuse me or anything.
Because I'll sometimes, if I'm over and you're watching Sons, I'll drop in on 1 or 2 episodes, and it's fine, because I mean, you like it so much. I haven't had any time at all to read anything for the past 2 months now, because I still have that Krampus book, the one that I started for Christmas time. I'm still halfway through that, and it's not that it's not entertaining. I just really don't have time, and it's easier for me to watch a movie than it is to get into a book, because it's I don't even I used to read on my lunch break, but now my lunch breaks are 10 minutes long. So I will finish it. And then after that, I have one other book I need to read, and then I'd like to start the J.R. Ward series. So yeah.
Like I said, the first one is it's okay. There's actually a lot more sex and stuff in that one, and then the second one's better, and then the third one is my favorite one of all. So and then the once you read that one and you just love the series, then the books after that, you're even if they're not that good, you still love them because it's the characters you love.
Right. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, and it just things happening, because obviously people are getting older and stuff in each book, and kids are growing up and stuff, and things happen to the kids, and now like in one of the most recent books, it was these two Quinn and oh God, people are gonna yell at me.
Megan, Bob.
Bob. Jeez. I can see it. The redhead. Blay. There we go. Quinn and Blay. There are these two guys that start out. Blaylock is his name. They have weird names now, but they started out as kids before their transition, as they call it, before they turned into vampires, and they were friends and stuff. And their relationship has been kind of building throughout the whole thing. And this last book was about them, so it's just nice growing with the characters.
That's true, yeah. But I definitely want to see, or I definitely want to read that series or check it out when I have the time, because it sounds interesting for sure. One thing that I forgot to bring up earlier,
movie news,
I guess it was a week ago, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Phillip Seymour Hoffman died of an apparent drug overdose, it looks like. Yeah, that's very sad. I mean, it's terrible. And actually, I saw this little blurb today. He was actually sober for over 20 years, and then in 2012 or 2011, recently he had some beer or something. I don't remember exactly, and that started a downward spiral. But it's terrible.
I was listening to another podcast. I think it was the Christopher Titus podcast, and they were talking about it. And they said that he had done an interview where they were talking about that, and he said that I just love the feeling I have when I'm on it. It's not so much addiction. He loves the feeling. And then his family, his wife had actually left him because of the drugs, and he still didn't quit after that. And the fact that they found 50 other bags of cocaine there, this wasn't just a random I'm gonna just one more time. He was planning on doing it for a while.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
That's also a sign it wasn't. Too. Yeah, I was gonna say that's also a sign it wasn't a suicide either, because he had more. So he wasn't planning that at all. So
what a shame.
Sad, yeah.
He's very talented. He's a really, really good actor. I haven't seen all of his movies, but I've seen quite a few, and he always plays a very different character, but he plays it really convincingly. I read that he filmed most of his scenes for Mockingjay, but there's like one pivotal scene. I don't know what scene it was.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, that they didn't have done. So, but they're not going to alter the storyline or anything. So I guess they'll work around it. I don't know. I mean, because I don't really remember. I mean, I remember Mockingjay, but it kind of is a little fuzzy. So, and I'm going to reread it, but I'm going to wait till the end of the year to reread it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, offhand, I don't know. But yeah, that's terrible.
What I never realized is that because Ray and I recently watched Twister, and he plays Dusty in Twister.
Dusty,
I was like, okay, that's the guy from Along Came Polly and Catching Fire and all this stuff. I was like,
yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was really good in The Talented Mr. Ripley. Also, he's very just a condescending jerk in that movie, but he's really good in there. Excuse me. He's great in Along Came Polly.
Yeah. We laugh every single time when he says, "Hey, Ruben, best man is in the house." And he goes slip. And he just falls right over. It's just great, like slapstick, like comedy, just like slip.
And of course, the sharded line is hilarious. Yeah. He's like, "We have a serious problem. I sharded. I need to leave.
I need to leave right now." Yeah, we can watch that movie over and over again. I love the movie.
He was also really good. Did you see Boogie Nights?
Nope.
He's really, really good in that movie too. Yeah, man, that's a
it's
sad thing.
Sad that drugs. Yeah, they have that pull, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And it's I don't know. I mean, everything that I can say has been said, but that's very, very unfortunate. But anyway, kind of ending on a sad note here.
I know, like, man.
But yeah, there's not really. I mean, like, I'm torn with RoboCop because that comes out on Friday, and like I want to see it, but I don't. Like, it's an 80s movie, 80s gory action movie. Hard R, or not hard R, but a R-rated action movie, and it's a PG-13 remake. That looks all slick and has a lot of special effects in it. I don't know. But it's also got Samuel L. Jackson, Gary Oldman, and Michael Keaton in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Gary Oldman is in it?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Gary Oldman, did you hear he's, I guess, in talks or whatever to possibly play a role in episode 7? I don't know what kind of role, but...
I will cry.
Whew, boy. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. I love Gary Oldman.
Yeah, he's great. So that's awesome. But yeah, I don't know about RoboCop. I'm torn about it. You haven't seen the other one, the original, right? Okay. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the sequel or the third one, which I heard is terrible. But I haven't seen the last two. But I don't know. It's hard to say with that. But yeah, not a whole lot coming out.
Aren't there some Valentine's Day movies coming out?
Well, that's coming out on Valentine's Day. And then I think that Kevin Hart movie is probably coming out.
Let me explain. That was his stand-up special. What happened last night? Or
about last night?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Him and Michael Ealy. That looks cute. But yeah, there's probably one or two others I can't think of right off the top of my head. But yeah, not a lot. I mean, the next movie that I'll be psyched about will be... I almost said Thor. Will be Captain America.
I did put a pre-order on Thor because that's coming out like a couple months or something like that. And a pre-order for Catching Fire. I was like, I will own both of these DVDs.
Catching Fire, I think, comes out in March, doesn't it? Yeah. That's going to be awesome. Cool. So, yeah. That's pretty much everything, right?
I mean, other than I did post, I don't know if people, not that many people commented on it, but I thought I'd mentioned before how Tom Hiddleston said how he had tried out for Thor instead of Loki. And so they actually said on that, speaking of my pre-order, that on that DVD release, they're going to have some behind the scenes of his audition.
Oh, okay.
Oh, happy.
I know what Vanessa's going to be watching. Yeah. I wonder if they'll have bloopers. I always like watching bloopers.
Yes, those are always great. I'm one of those people, too, if I really love the movie, I'll rewatch it again with a commentary. The director and actor commentaries. Yeah, I love those, too, because they talk about really how they did the scene. Yeah.
Then others, they go off on tangents, and you're like, what are they talking about? But yeah, there are some good ones.
Actually, one that I watched that I was thoroughly entertained by was actually the Twilight commentary with Kristen Stewart and Rob Pattinson, because they were making fun of the movie like the whole time.
Oh, really?
When he was like standing there and he's sparkling, he's like, "Sorry, Bella, I'm just a sweaty guy," because you could see like some sweat on him and stuff. And I was just cracking up because they obviously like were kind of scornful about it. So.
That's funny.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm done.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything. Yeah. Next week, we should be pretty back to schedule. We might I don't know when we'll upload it, but I know we have plans to actually record it next week, so that's good. Looks like we're back in the swing of things, I'd say. Right in time for Valentine's Day. Whatever. Yeah, it's one of those stupid holidays. But St. Patrick's Day is coming up after that.
Woohoo! Get some green beer or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not actually Irish, but everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, exactly. So. I'm Norwegian. Does that count? It's close.
Yeah, sure.
It's like the same like group of islands, isn't it, or something?
No.
I don't know. I don't know the good geography.
Same continent.
But you got
you go.
well. Okay. Yeah. Well, isn't there's I don't know. There's Norway, Sweden, and then what else is
Finland.
there?
Yeah, but they're all like in the upper part of Europe.
Okay, well, I got confused with those three right there, like Norway and Sweden right next to each other. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, the group of islands that you're thinking of is the United Kingdom. That's like England and Wales and stuff.
Geography wasn't my major. Whatever.
Clearly.
And I haven't gone anywhere, so I haven't been outside the United States, so like sue me. You know?
Shut up, everybody! I hate you. Vanessa dropped the mic and is now leaving the room.
I'll be like a kindergarten cop. Shut up!
Oh yeah, guys. So Vanessa hasn't seen Kindergarten Cop, and I told her she needs to watch it. I have it so you can borrow it because it's funny.
That'll be my movie then. Again,
though, let me forewarn you. It's a funny movie, but it was made in the early '90s, so there's like guns and stuff, you know. So it's funny, but there is a lot of violence. Whereas nowadays they wouldn't do a lot of what's in that movie.
Oh, well.
So just so you know. But yeah, I like that movie a lot. I haven't seen that in forever, but it's a good one. Okay. So yeah, for next week, let me see here. Do you want to even pick anything? Or?
Well, I said I'll watch Kindergarten Cop and then possibly Gone in 60 Seconds because my sister just bought that and I said, I haven't seen that. You haven't seen that?
No, yeah, it's a good movie.
So I'll try to get both of those.
Okay, cool. I am going to watch. I saw Pompeii, so I'll give my review for that next week, and also WALL-E because I'm like the only person in the world who hasn't seen that. Apparently,
I have that. If you want to, borrow it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh,
I'll watch it with you.
Okay, cool. So we can. You can ask me questions about that then for next week.
Oh.
All right, cool. So we're all set then. Back to normal. Sorry about all the weirdness lately. It's just we've had busy schedules.
Yeah.
So
let's leave it at that.
yeah. So the usual. If you guys want to send us any feedback, or if you want to email us any feedback, damselsinDebate@gmail.com. You can like us or follow us or whatever on Twitter and Facebook. Just look for Damsels in Debate. And you can stream our episodes and also give us more feedback on our website, damselsindebate.com. And
iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Stitcher.
Yeah. On iTunes and Stitcher, you can rate, review us, and subscribe to us. Just, again, look for Damsels in Debate.
Please review us. We haven't gotten one in like 3 months or something.
Yeah, or I mean, and I will say, and like you were saying about what the book suggestions, we really do like suggestions and recommendations and stuff. If you guys have any Transformers knowledge you want to drop on us, that'd be cool. Or Oscar predictions. I did a short little Oscar episode the other day, so I'll have to ask you if you have any input on that. But we'll save that for next week.
And we'll have to do our Fall-A-Day awards.
Yeah, we do need to do those because we're running a little behind.
Yeah, just a little. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. It's only a couple of weeks. We're okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, there wasn't like a whole lot to choose from. It's not like the summer one. The summer one's gigantic, but the other two are a little bit more low key.
Low key? What?
Yeah.
What?
Happy birthday again, Sarah. Alrighty. Until next week. Bye.
Bye.